Okay, so you're on a quest to figure out like what your purpose is.
Hmm.
And we're going to deep dive into some Dr. Miles Monroe for this one.
Awesome.
Specifically, we're going to look at this YouTube video of his called How to Discover Your Purpose.
Okay.
Now, Dr. Monroe, I mean, this guy was like the guy when it came to talking about purpose.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm excited to see what he's got to say in this one.
Yeah, definitely.
So right off the bat,
Okay.
he kind of throws you for a loop.
Hmm.
I mean, he says,
What does he say?
well, let me just read it verbatim.
Okay.
He goes, your purpose and your destiny is whatever makes you angry.
Ooh, like when I think about purpose, I think about like warm, fuzzy feelings and like, oh, this is my calling.
Totally. Yeah.
And he's like, nah, whatever makes you angry. That's kind of interesting.
It is interesting, isn't it?
Like, what's he getting at there?
Well, I think he's getting at this idea that like when we see something wrong,
Yeah.
you know, like something that's unjust or just something that shouldn't be happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't that spark like a little anger in you?
Yeah, definitely.
And with that anger, like, you know,
Okay.
it comes this desire to fix it,
Yeah.
to make things better.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's kind of saying that that's like the seed of purpose right there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, recognizing that there's a problem and feeling compelled to do something about it.
I see. So like the anger is almost like the fuel
Yeah,
that
exactly.
kind of gets you moving towards that purpose.
It's like it gives you that fire in your belly that pushes you to act.
Right.
And wouldn't that kind of make you really good at tackling those problems too if you're that passionate about them?
Right. Because you care so much.
Exactly.
And you put all your effort in.
Yeah, and that kind of leads perfectly into his next point.
Okay.
Which he phrases so well.
How does he put it?
He asks, what would you do for no paycheck?
Ooh.
Right.
I love that.
Yeah.
Because that really cuts to the core of it.
It does.
Like it pushes aside all the shoulds and the have-tos.
Right.
And it's just like, what do you love?
Yeah, what are you so drawn to?
Yeah.
What are you so passionate about that you would do it even if you never got paid?
Yeah. Yeah, like you wouldn't even care if you got paid.
Yeah, you'd be doing it anyway.
Yeah.
And I think that's where you find that sweet spot where your passion meets your purpose. You know, he talks about Bill Gates in this video.
Okay.
And he talks about how Bill Gates was just obsessed with computers and coding. Even as a kid, he was spending all his free time in computer labs.
Wow.
Not because he was getting paid,
Right.
but because he just loved it.
You loved it.
And that passion is what led him to create Microsoft.
Right. And the rest is history.
Exactly. But think about it for a second.
Okay.
If Bill Gates had just chased a paycheck,
Right.
would he have had the same drive? Would he have had the same level of success?
I don't know if he would have.
Probably not. Right.
Right.
It's that like intrinsic motivation, that love for what you're doing that makes all the difference.
Yeah. It makes you wonder though, like,
That's that.
what if we've been like trained to ignore those passions? You know, like our whole lives, we've been told to focus on what's realistic or what's going to bring in a steady income.
Yeah. Find a stable job.
Yeah.
Get a good career.
Yeah. Does Dr. Monroe talk about that at all?
He does.
Okay.
He actually criticizes that idea of just chasing careers for paychecks.
Yeah.
And he calls us to reconnect with those passions, even if they've been buried, you know?
Yeah.
Like, think back to your childhood.
Yeah.
What activities made you lose track of time? What did you love to do just for the pure joy of it? Those passions might hold a clue to your purpose.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So like it all kind of comes full circle.
It does, doesn't it?
The things that make us angry are showing us problems that we might be meant to solve.
Exactly.
What we would do for free is showing us our passions.
Right.
And then reconnecting with those passions, even if they've been kind of pushed aside.
Yeah.
That's how we unlock our true purpose.
I think that's a great summary of what Dr. Monroe's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So after listening to this,
Okay.
I got to ask you, if you could dedicate your life to solving just one problem,
Wow.
what would it be?
That's a good question.
I don't know. Think about it.
I will.
Maybe that'll help you unlock your purpose.
Yeah.
See where it leads you.
Hey.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us for this deep dive
It was great.
into Dr. Monroe.
Yeah, I love Dr. Monroe.
And yeah, we'll catch you next time.
Sounds good.
All right. See ya.
Bye. Bye.